So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Monday. Let's have a look at the upcoming week. Maybe we can find some nice setup together and we can make nice profit. Let's have a look just really quick the economic calendar. You can see today is Monday. It's bank holiday in the UK, but I already checked the chart and doesn't matter. The GBP pairs moving really massive. You can see today we have two high impact news from the USA, so it will be really interesting. Tuesday we have some news from China, and we have two news from Australia, one from UK and one from New Zealand. And you see Wednesday we have three high impact news from the USA. Thursday we have three high impact news from the UK and one from USA, and Friday will be the non-farm payroll. So basically, most of the time on the non-farm payroll week, the market moving crazy, but doesn't matter. Hopefully we can find some nice setup. So basically this week, if you have any running trades on US dollar, Australian dollar, GBP, or Canadian dollar, you need to follow the news and protect your capital always. Let's have a look at the chart. Let's see first gold. So actually it was the last week setup. It's not really played out well. And I think possible now the overall trend is changed. But before it's make the bigger move to the downside, I think possible pushing still a little bit higher. So let's have a look first the weekly. If you check the weekly, you can see basically the last week was bearish. Today it's make quite a strong bullish move. So there's the candle is blue. If we check the overall trend, you can see it's still create lower highs and lower lows. It was the last lower low. So the last real lower low. After this is the last lower low, and you can see basically it starts pushing to the upside. It's coming back and push to the 1,800 level. If you put the Fibo from high to low, you can see it is the 61.80 on the weekly. And if I use the Fib trick from low to high, you can see it was the minus 27 also. So we have Fibo confirmation. And now you can see basically we have one clean red candle. So we can put the Fibo from low to high. And we can expecting some bigger pullback to the downside. So if the price started pushing down on the weekly, I think possible coming back to 1,724 level or 1,700, and after we will see. Also, we have weekly lows, so we know exactly lots of liquidity sitting below, but the price is really far from that place. So at the moment, I think this move and the important level is the 1,724. So that's the weekly 618. That's the weekly 7860. That's the weekly previous high, and for long-term target we can set the minus 27. Super. So that's all on the weekly. Let's go to the daily. On the daily, basically, we can see the price make the break of structure. And at this point, it's fair to create the new higher high. So what I'm expecting now, I draw the counter trend line on the tops. I'm just adjust it on the 4-hour. You can see also it's a really clear break of structure. So flip from high to low. It's also the daily. So what I'm expecting now, a little bit pushing higher to the 78.60. And also we can apply the flip trick from low to high. And you can see it's also the -27, very close to the 78.60. So what I'm wait one more push to the upside. And after I'm looking to take short position, and basically I'm waiting for the new lower low level. First the -27, after possible some retracement and continue to the -68. Also, you can see, so yeah, the weekly 61.8 is still a little bit lower, so possible after it's make the new lower lows again, lower high, and the continuation to this level, and after we will see. So we need to set the possibility entry level, possibility future target. So that's the H4 and the daily. And H4. Slow. -27. Okay, so that's all on the 4-hour and the daily. Let's have a look at the 1-hour. So on the 1-hour, you can see it's still create higher highs and higher lows. So at this point, we have to wait a little bit more. You can see it came back to the 78.60, so it's possible pushing still a little bit higher. And yeah, basically you can see the -27 and the H4 daily, H4 and the daily 78.60. It's very close to each other. So I think before it's make the drop to the downside, still possible this Fibo completion. So possible it's going to the -27. Also it is the 78.60. So I will follow the move, and I'm not taking the trade immediately because it's possible pushing a little bit higher. Also here is the trend line, and after what I'm expecting is counter trend line break, structure break, retest, and the continuation to the downside. If the price at this point, that is the 78.60 and the -27, it's retrace and start pushing to the back to the trend line, it's still possible reject to this place and continue higher. So we can say and we can share 100% the price will be drop huge after it's make the trend line break and the break of structure on the 1-hour. So this is what I'm expecting on gold at the moment. I'm a little bit waiting more because still possible the price pushing a little bit higher, and after we will see. Do you have any question from gold?
I have a question, Vince.
Yes, give me the question.
If the price do a new high,
Higher
we
high?
can, yes, we can use this trend line.
Yes, you can basically. That's true. So also
Okay,
possible this one, if you want, you can follow the trend line with the move with this trend line. You can follow this trend line, and also possible to enter the trade if it's make something like this, but you still need to wait for the clear 1 hour break of structure. So if you can catch the trade at this high on the lower time frame, you need to see, and you need to wait how is the price reject at this level. So it's still possible after continue higher. But if it's broke this level, broke the 78, 60, 61.80, what you can place from this low to this high and make the break of structure, after you can keep this position and you can let it run for the 1756 level.
okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, let's see US 30. So yeah, you can see the analysis from last week is still on the chart. Okay, let's talk just a few words. So what I'm expected last week, I think the price was somewhere here. When I show you the analysis, you can see equal highs, so lots of liquidity sitting above. Also, if we check the daily, basically, this is the real high low level. So before this level, it's not broken with the daily 7860, basically where the price rejected 7860. It's still bullish for me. So after I just went to the lower time frame, and I find from low to high, it is the 7860, and we have a fib trick from this point from high to low. So you can see it was the fib trick, and basically you can see the price came back to this level, start pushing to the upside, make the break of structure, and after it came back one more time to the 7860. So if we go from low to high, and yeah, you can see 3 rejection at the 7860. So what we can waiting now, the minus 27 after the previous high, and then the 4 hour minus 27 level. Delete these things. Okay. So currently what we can see, the price looks like making pullback. I just put the figure from low to high, and you can see it is the 61.80. Here is the 7860. So if the price makes some bigger pullback, it can be possible to 618 or 7860, and after I think we can wait for the big push to the upside. So 7860, 61.80. Also we can see one more good thing. So it looks like it's create triple top. So again, lots of liquidity sitting above these highs. So it's one more confirmation for the trend continuation to the upside. Minus 27. H4, 7860. $61.8. So just one more thing. So that's the H4 previous high. So this is the first target. This is the second after the daily. So H4 previous high, first target, H4 minus 27. Second one, after we can target the daily previous high, then the H4 minus 68 and the daily minus 27. But before this move happen, we can wait for the pullback. Let's have a look at the fib trick. So also you can see the 127 is very close to the 61.80. So we don't need to do anything at the moment, just waiting for the pullback, and if the price reach with the H4 61.80 or the H4 78.60, we need to wait for the entry. Do you have any question from US 30?
No better. No.
Okay, let's see GBP, GPY. Okay, so let's start on the weekly.
I think we can take a short.
Okay, so I think that's all for me at the moment on the daily. So you can see the price came back to the 78.60 level. It is the daily previous high. It is the daily minus 27. And so basically this was the 4-hour Fibo. You can see the H4 minus 27. It also matches with the daily previous high. And also we can find, if I put the Fibo from high to low, you can see the price looks like rejected to the 61.80 level, and the minus 27 is matches perfectly with the 61.80, and the minus 68 matches perfectly with the daily 78.60 level. So I think we can expect some pullback to the downside before it's continue higher.
So, Bence, now you are looking to take the long after the pullback?
Yes. So basically now I'm waiting pullback to the downside, but for me the bigger picture is still bullish. And also basically you can see here is double Fibo confirmation. Yeah.
What do you think to take a little bit bigger short, because I think on the daily it's like W pattern or something. That is W, and also the trend line from the bottom is broken. So I don't know, maybe we could target
Yeah,
those.
but you know, if you check the structure, so this is the real high and low. So before this level it's not broken, and also the daily 7860 it's not broken. I think it's still bullish. Also, if you check the structure, so we can say that I think this move was liquidity taken out both sides. So you can see it's consolidation. First is take the liquidity to the upside, after to the downside. But you know, at this point it's make the break of structure. So actually what I'm expecting 618 or possible a little bit bigger pullback to 7860. And after I'm waiting basically for the new high.
Okay.
And after we will see.
Then we should look to take the short to the 786 and then take the long. Okay.
Yes, basically, you know, okay, let's have a look. What is the difference between the currently price and the place where we are looking to take a long? So if we are checking from this point, you can see basically it's 120 pips. So if you use the 39, it's basically 1 to 4. If it's going to 70, 60, you can see it's basically 180 pips split with the 40. So it's, yeah. So basically it's more than 1 to 5. But
Yes.
you know, it's still possible going higher. So yeah, we can take a short, and after we can take a long. So we just need to see how is the price moving.
Okay, thank you. I think I will just wait for lower time frame, probably with bigger stop loss, and maybe take the short. Thank you, Bente.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, let's have a look. The 1 hour. Okay, so the 4 hour, it's, you know, exactly still bullish. On the 1 hour, we can see at the moment it's create high highs and higher lows. So I think it's still possible pushing a little bit higher to the 7860. Also, you can see it's very close to the minus 27. So I think we need to wait a little bit more. So the first